Chaos Lumbering would be more fitting. Hi everyone, this is Josh, and today we're going to discuss Chaos Walking. This film was written by Christopher Ford and Patrick Ness, who wrote the young adult novel the film is based off of, being The Knife of Never Letting Go. It was directed by Doug Liman, who's a very talented director. Some of his work includes The Bourne Identity, Swingers, Edge of Tomorrow, Jumper. I like all of those films, and I really wanted Chaos Walking to be good. There's not enough original sci-fi stories out there, so I'm always hoping that there's a good one that will show up every now and again. Chaos Walking is set in a dystopian world where a tribe of all men are stuck on a planet where the women are gone and they can hear and see each other's thoughts in a stream of images, words, and sounds called noise. After a woman named Viola, played by Daisy Ridley, crash lands on the planet, the protagonist, played by Tom Holland, discovers that she doesn't emit noise like the men and vows to protect her. This feels like one of those projects where the events leading up to its release takes the spotlight and not the actual content or quality of the film itself. And that's because of the long-standing production limbo it's been in. Everything started in 2011 when Lionsgate announced they would be adapting Patrick Ness's book, with Charlie Kaufman hired to write the first draft of the script. He subsequently left after doing so, and it got revised by 3 other people, not including the credited writers Christopher Ford and Patrick Ness. So this script went through a lot of hands. Filming got going finally in August of 2017. They finished principal photography that same year, but announced reshoots in April of 2018 due to poor test screenings. Reshoots are very normal for a lot of films like this, but the problem was that they wouldn't be able to start doing any until April of 2019 because of the filming commitments of Tom Holland to Spider-Man and Daisy Ridley to Star Wars. I bet you Lionsgate wish they hadn't casted them after that. This long, drawn-out period of production led most people to believe that this film was probably going to be a huge disaster. And after seeing it, I can tell you that it's not a train wreck or anything like that. There are even some parts of it that are mildly enjoyable, but it's also nothing to write home about. I hate to say it, but this film is pretty forgettable, which honestly, in a sense, might be kind of worse than being a train wreck, because at least I'm going to remember some train wrecks. I'm not going to remember this film 2 to 3 months from now because it's largely a generic sci-fi thriller with mediocre action, underdeveloped characters, and a concept that's not executed very well. Which is disappointing when you consider that Doug Liman, of all people, directed this, who is more than capable of putting together great action sequences. It's even worse when you take into account the film's $100 million price tag. A lot of that probably did go towards creating the CGI noise effects, but the tools and resources were there to make good action scenes and make a good film in general. The cast is super talented, consisting of Tom Holland, Daisy Ridley, Mads Mikkelsen, Cynthia Erivo, David Oyelowo, and so on. No one's performance ends up standing out because of the script. It doesn't breathe any life into any of these characters, neither does the direction. This is especially true of Nick Jonas and Cynthia Erivo's characters. If you took Nick Jonas out of the film, it would not change. He has no effect on the story. Speaking of story, why is it that only men's thoughts can be seen or heard on this planet and not women? Does this planet just want to know what the XY chromosomes have to say and not the XX chromosomes? It's never explained. The way the film uses the noise is pretty inconsistent. It feels like a plot tool often, and the thoughts coming from these men, or the main character rather, are not very creative or imaginative. One of the big themes or conflicts of the movie is how you need to control your noise or your thoughts so that other people can't know what you're thinking. And Tom Holland's character, who is born on this planet, doesn't have any good strategies on how to hide his thoughts. He just repeats his name constantly. I am Todd Hewitt. I am Todd Hewitt. I am Todd Hewitt. I am Todd Hewitt. Just think about a song or something, man. I don't know, think about your dog. Think about anything. Yes, he's only a teenager / young adult, but you would think that someone born on this planet who's used to the noise by now would know how to better deal with it. I wish they had utilized the noise in more humorous ways. There's 2 or 3 times when they do, and it works pretty well. It could have also helped us know more about these characters who are so shallow. Despite all of my criticisms with this film, though, I do really like the core concept. I think it can be adapted into a good film. It just needs the right screenwriter and director. I mean, having a woman thrown into this world with men's thoughts on blast opens the story up to lots of interesting ideas about gender, misogyny, sexuality, all of which are never explored. The film could have also explored the colonialism angle, since part of the story is about humans colonizing this new planet inhabited by aliens, but there's one conversation about it and then it's dropped. And it's like a passing conversation. They don't really get into it too much. Chaos Walking is simply a film that doesn't realize its true potential, and I think a lot of it has to do with the script, which doesn't meaningfully explore the story or its characters. If you're looking for a sci-fi film that you can passively watch and sort of passively enjoy, then I think you might like this film, but if you're looking for something deeper, then you're not going to really find anything. I'm going to give Chaos Walking a 2 out of 5. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Hit the like button if you like this video and leave a comment on what you thought about Chaos Walking in the comment section below. Feel free to leave a recommendation on a film or subject that I should talk about next while you're down there, and be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you can know when I drop the next review. Thanks again, guys. Stay healthy and well, get vaccinated, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.